The Central Coast is home to hundreds of prestigious wineries, rolling vineyards, and unique tasting rooms. Central Coast Now TV is bringing you an exclusive look inside the wine industry as we meet with renowned winemakers, interview sommeliers, sip and savor award-winning wines, and visit breathtaking wine country retreats. Welcome to Wine Down 101, your premier Central Coast wine show.
I am here with Michael Gill himself of Michael Gill Cellars in the beautiful rolling vineyard hills of Paso Robles, and I'm hanging out in their amazing tasting room. This place is so cool. They even have a theme of where the wild things are. So, Michael, can you tell me how that kind of originated?
It actually originated over a glass of wine.
Ironically enough.
Ironically.
How about that?
Before the winery, did a lot of hunting, have some very nice specimens, and lo and behold, I get a little bit of satire from my daughter with the book, Where the Wild Things Are. So I knew nothing about this when we made the logo or term, but it stuck and we're living with it.
And ironically enough, your son's name is Max, and Max happens to be the main star of Where the Wild Things Are. And he helps you out with some of your wine production.
Yes, he does.
That's fantastic. Now, how long have you been doing this?
We were selling grapes to other wineries up to 2008. 2008, we decided to do our own thing, make our own wine.
So you have a lot of varietals, and a lot of them are award-winning, gold medals, ribbons, you name it.
We like to do small lots of unusual varieties to really let people see what can be done in this Paso Robles area.
Now, it is a little bit of a windy road to get here in the hills of Paso Robles.
Yes, it is.
But there are 5 wineries within a mile on your way here.
That's right.
And it is worth the trek to come out here because your wines are so unique. And I can't wait to try them. This one right here is my new favorite. So come on in, enjoy as I am. Okay, so what is it you have to say about the wines you've tried so far here at Michael Gill Cellars?
I love, these are the best wines I've tasted today.
Amazing. These are amazing.
And you specifically only like white wines and Chardonnay in particular. You didn't have a Chardonnay here, but what did you think of the white wine?
I think they went down very smoothly. Very good, very good.
How was your experience here today?
Fabulous. We've had a great time.
Yeah, we love coming here. It's a great place.
How long have you been wine club members?
Just over 2 years now.
And what lured you in to become wine club members?
Oh, the wines. They speak for themselves.
I am here with Shelly right here in the gorgeous, amazing Wild Things tasting room at Michael Gill Cellars. And she has been pouring up some phenomenal award-winning wine here today.
Let's try some Tempranillo, 2013. This took gold medal, best in class, best red varietal. This is the best red wine. And of course, everything that I pour here, we grow. It's all grown on site. We're 100% estate grown.
Wow. That is really good. That is amazing.
Yeah,
I can
wonderful.
see why it's
Tempranillo.
won some awards.
It's a very easy drinking wine. It's one of our favorites, one of our most popular wines. We sell out of it religiously. So,
Do you need to be a member of the wine club to purchase this?
no, you do not. No,
Do
you do
you
not.
have wines that are only exclusive to your wine club?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We have a Tanat that has not yet to be released. It will go out in the fall wine club. So the wine club members know about it.
Michael and I are here at the beautiful B&B located right on the vineyard property.
It's not really a bed and breakfast, but more a bed and destination. You can go to the restaurants, you can come back and bring all of your own food, make your gourmet meals that evening. We have many, many people who come up here solely to entertain without going back into town.
How many varietals do you grow here?
We have 7 varieties that we have in the bottle now. Every one of them has won the gold medal or best of class, depending, or better. We put in some Vermentino, which has been a really exciting wine. In fact, it's been so well received. It actually took the best of all white premium wines at the Orange County Wine Competition this year. We also have the Coon Noir, which is a Rhone wine. It has done really, really well for us. In fact, in 3 years of competition, each vintage has received a best of class. And this year, our Coon Noir took best red wine of all micro wineries from the state competition in Sacramento. We had 1 barrel of the Tannat, and that is for the wine club exclusively.
I like that. A little bit off the beaten path to get here and a little bit off the beaten path with regards to the varietals that you're growing and producing.
That's right.
Michael, thank you so very much for having me here today at your cellars. It's been an absolute treat. So unique. It is a French hunting lodge sort of atmosphere, a lot of rich history, but the wines are phenomenal. I have never tasted any wine quite like this before, and you say there's a saying about your wines.
You can drink our wine with a fork. It's so rich.
That's a definite compliment. Come out and try for yourself. Come out to Michael Gill Cellars and enjoy the wines that they have to offer.
Cheers.
Salute.
Monarch Grove Winery specializes in handcrafted wines made in small batches using grapes from local farmers. Winemaker Joe Weiss and his wife Cherie have hosted locals and visitors for affordable wine tasting since 2011. Come to our Grover Beach tasting room where you can sample 6 varieties for $6 or try the deluxe tasting which includes 7 varieties with cheese and crackers for only $10. Come and take home a bottle of their popular She Said Red or their new He Said Red. Monarch Grove Winery, right next to the train station in Grover Beach.
Hey, it's Mo coming at you again, and this time I am at Red Souls Winery and Tasting Room in the heart of Paso Robles. And I just so happen to be here with one of the co-owners, Randy, today, who has more than just wine to offer to you. And there's a really cute story behind the name Red Souls itself. Randy, would you like to tell our viewers about that?
Sure. The way we got our name was that several years ago, my wife always wanted us to do a barrel of wine because we've been growers for 30 years next year. And I always said no. But at the end of the year, we had a bin of Petit Syrah and a bin of Zinfandel that we decided to crush. And so we put it in a bigger bin and we got into it. We stomped it with our feet like Lucy did. And
Everyone loves I Love
Yeah,
Lucy.
and at the end of the day, we got out, we put our feet up on the bin, and we said, what are we going to call this venture? And she said, Red Souls, like the bottom of our feet.
Now, Randy and his wife have very big news and big things happening here in the tasting room. As much as everyone loves the wine, you have something that you've added to your tasting room.
We do, and what we were actually the first winery in Paso Robles to actually get a distillery permit to turn our wines into spirits. And that has emerged over the last 3 years that we now have 8 wineries in Paso Robles that are doing distilled spirits. So we are plank holders in the Paso Robles Distillery Trail. And we're one of the 8. And so we do specifically 100% brandy spirits, all the way from absinthe, limoncello, cinnamon-infused brandy, and a brandy hooch that is an unaged brandy. Well, Cheryl and I were the first ones with a distillery permit. When we first arrived in Paso Robles, there were only 12 wineries. Now there are 350. And we decided we needed to do something that was still in our wheelhouse, but would allow us to expand and be differentiated from everyone else.
How many wines are you currently featuring here in your tasting room?
Well, on any given Saturday or Sunday during the weekend, we pour about 21 different wines. During the week, we pour about half of that, so about 11. And the reason why is because we're growers first. So we make a wine from every block of wine grapes that we sell to a customer.
Phenomenal. Now, do you even have a wine club here?
We do. In fact, all of our wines here at Red Souls are sold out the front door. We're in no distribution, we're in no restaurants, and we're in no supermarkets. The only way you can get Red Souls is to walk in or to go online.
Enjoy, sip, indulge, enjoy the Central Coast. It's Mo, and I'm here today at the beautiful Opolo Vineyard on the Central Coast, located right here in Paso Robles. It's a beautiful afternoon. Everyone needs to come out and enjoy everything Opolo has to offer. There's an expansive tasting room, beautiful rolling vines here at the vineyard. So I'm hanging out here with one of the owners, David, who's going to tell us about much of the amenities that they have to offer here at Opolo. How's it going today, David?
It's going awesome.
Thank
Good
you.
to have you here.
Aw, thank you for having us. So if you don't mind telling our viewers what you have going on here. There's so much. I look around, there's a lot of excitement happening.
Oh, well, we've got a lot of tasting going on today. We have food going on in the patio here, and so we're doing wine tasting on the patio. And we have a distillery, and so we're doing distillery tasting in that tasting room. And so there's a lot going on. So anyway, people go wine tasting out here, and they get time to get a little bit hungry. We're out in the middle of nowhere, so it's a nice stop.
You also offer a view from the top. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Oh, that's in the middle of our Pinot Noir vineyard. So we have about a little over an acre up there that's all grass. And yeah, so we do, we have tents we put up there if you want to have a wedding or something like that up there.
I'm hanging out here with Paul in front of the Distilled Spirits tasting room at Opolo Vineyards, where he is the actual distiller himself. How long is it that you've been doing this here at Opolo? This is so awesome. It's so new.
Well, we've been distilling for about 4 years, and we just recently opened our tasting room about a month ago. It's going to be a way for us to help sell the spirits, but we've all been enthusiasts of distilled spirits for a long time now.
How many distilled spirits do you offer here at the tasting room?
Currently we have 3 products. We have our walnut liqueur, which is from walnuts grown on our property. We also have an estate Muscat Blanc Grappa, and we also have pear brandy, which are made from pears from Northern California.
I'm here with one of the owners and one of the guys behind the magic. This is Rick. Rick, I'm so excited about the food. So, what are we looking at?
This is one of the 3 offerings that we do of oysters here at Opolo. We do oysters Rockefeller, oysters Casino, and oysters raw. This is actually our ciabatta platter, which is you'd find this in Serbia, Croatia, Montenegro. It's almost like a quarter pounder. This is one of Opolo's margarita pizzas, and we make them from scratch. We make the dough 3 days in advance, and we let it ferment, raise, and gives you a nice texture, great flavor.
I would actually like to know the meaning behind the name Opolo.
Well, it depends on what day I tell you.
All right. Pray do tell.
So we have Marco Opolo. You've heard kids play Marco Polo?
Yes.
So we've got Opolo.
Opolo.
They also make a rosé styled wine back in Croatia on the island of Far, and it's called Farski Opolo.
Good afternoon, I'm Jeff Faber, National Sales Manager for Opolo Vineyards here in Paso Robles. One of the greatest adventures you could ever have is coming out to a vineyard. This is where you have an opportunity to bring your very best. And one of the things that we love to do here at Opolo is celebrate life. This is all about you, all about everyone that comes out here today. It's about the grapes, it's about the experiences, it's about the romance, it's about the food, it's about a celebration of life, and that is what we do. Opolo means fun, that life is short, and you're supposed to celebrate every single moment, and that's what we do here at Opolo. It's all about the customers, it's all about living, and that's why we always say, Opolo! Opolo!
I'm here with my good friend Mark in Pismo Beach,
And we're at his vacation rental.
Well, it's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath condo in Pismo Beach with an attached 2-car garage.
You can see behind us, like this is your view up at the top level. You can have the most killer barbecue. We're gonna show you around, so stick with us and we'll take you to see the rest. Okay, so as you can see, we're now here in the main area. Tell us a little bit more about the decor that you have going on here, because it's very nice.
Well, it actually matches the whole design of the building. It's a Mediterranean style design, so we went with the natural colors, still trying to keep the beach theme, and that's basically what we did here.
He has everything you need. So literally, it's stocked with everything you would need for the kitchen. You know, hopefully you're gonna be bringing your own food, and then you could cook full meals here. Aside from going out to the restaurants, of course, because you definitely wanna experience that. They've got some great restaurants here. So now we're here on the 3rd floor, and as you can see, we're in the master bedroom. One of the bonuses here is you have 2 sinks in the bathroom, and the shower is gorgeous.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Tile everywhere, a lot of counter space, a lot of cabinetry space.
And it's very spacious here in the room itself. And you even have a flat screen TV, guys, so you get to lay in bed and watch sports while she's in there getting ready. And then, of course, you have a beautiful view from this room. So I can just imagine standing here in the morning with some coffee and looking at that view, which I could look at all day long. Here we are on the 1st floor, which is one of my little favorite rooms here, which is the casita, not because of the name either. But you have what you need. It's a private entrance. It's right off of the garage, but it's separate from the upstairs.
Now we're gonna make this room available as a rental by itself. That way you don't have to rent the whole thing.
We have the 2-car garage, and then there's also 2 additional spots available here in this unit. So thanks so much everyone for joining us. I'm sure you enjoyed it just as much as we did, and I know for sure that the Noble crew will be coming out to rent the vacation rental. It's absolutely gorgeous, and it's steps from the beach, and I mean, you're right here by Price Street. Everything that you need is right here. So if people want to get in touch with you, Mark, to make a reservation, what is your number?
It's 805-868-2391.
And so like I said, be sure to plan either your staycation, or if you have family and friends coming from out of town, this is a perfect place to do it. I mean, just look at the views. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we're gonna enjoy our wine for now, so we'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Consistency, romance, culinary delights, and perfect service. It's always so good to go home to Rosa's Ristorante Italiano. This restaurant is an elite keepsake of the Central Coast. The staff is phenomenal, so well trained they complement your choice to dine here. Rosa's is tucked away at the entrance of Price Street in Pismo Beach, but is a go-to spot when you want to impress visiting guests or business acquaintances. Headed by Chef Doug McMillan, Rosa's combines the best of old and new world cooking to create a wonderful, full-flavored, and astoundingly good menu.
Hi, Doug! How are you?
Good. My favorite chef. Don't tell the other chefs.
I won't.
You're my favorite.
I've got a place for
Rosa?
you right here. Yay! There you are.
Thank you, Chef. A
You're
gentleman
welcome.
and the best chef.
Oh, thank you.
So we're very, very excited to be here tonight, although I'm here a lot. I have all my celebratory meals here. I have my tuna carpaccio at least once a week. And so how long have you been in this location?
We've been here since 1988.
September 2nd.
Yeah.
And we is you, your mom, and your dad?
My dad, correct. We opened
Nice.
this, so was that 27 years ago? And we've been bringing families together ever since.
And it's important that families come together and eat together.
Absolutely.
And this is a place where I brought my grandson. He was 4 weeks old. This was his first meal was here.
Yay!
And now he's a full-on foodie at 4.
Good.
He likes your bread in Italian butter at 4. All that
Wow.
garlic, yeah.
Yeah, we forgot about the bread.
The bread. Tell us about your
So,
bread.
Bread is made all day, and it's one of the crowd favorites. It's nice and warm, and there's no secrets about it. It's very simple white bread, and it just comes out, it's cooked all day long.
I come in and I'll just get a loaf of bread and the Italian butter and take that to the beach, and that's a meal. What's in the Italian butter?
The Italian butter is garlic, balsamic, and extra virgin olive oil.
And Parmesan cheese.
And Parmesan cheese.
Well, I'm excited. Go on back.
Okay.
Prepare for me.
Yeah,
I'm
will.
so bossy.
All right.
All right.
Bye. Okay, so first we're going to start you off with the eggplant involtini, which is the thinly sliced eggplant filled with the fresh spinach, topped with a balsamic vinaigrette.
Is that a creme fraiche?
And a goat cheese.
Oh, goat cheese. How do you get it liquid like that?
Oh, that's trade secrets.
Ah, okay.
And then we have the sea scallops that we prepared for you. And we also have...
And it's like on, what is it? It's crispy spinach, correct?
Crispy, flash fried in olive oil.
Okay.
And then we have the butternut squash ravioli that we're going to serve for you.
In front of me. In
front of you.
He's getting...
And then we have the beef short ribs here. The plate's a little warm.
He already told me he wasn't going to share any of that with me.
And we're missing the tuna carpaccio. So if we can get that out, it'd be great.
All right.
So you've got a little bit of everything here. This is more of a northern Italian cuisine, southern. So you can almost look at a dish and say, okay, northern, southern. That's definitely Romano style involtini. And this is more of a California style Italian flair. Put basil in anything, you can call it Italian. But we do have our
and
traditions.
The Parmesan crisp. Those you can't find anywhere else.
No.
And I love those.
And then we'll have the... and then we have the tuna carpaccio.
Okay. Perfect meal.
Perfect.
Right there.
Yes.
And it's perfect. I've tried to duplicate this at home and you can't. So what you do is you just, I'm forcing him to try it, cut into a little bit of it so you get a little bit of everything. And then it's like paper thin on the bottom. So you scoop up a little bit like that. Isn't that amazing?
That's a religious experience. It's really good.
Everybody who's ever tried this says the same thing. It's under salads, but it's more of a hearty meal to me. All right, so chef's scallops. This is Rosa's version of surf and turf, which I think is better than most. So it's the Captain Frederico's Dayboat scallops, wrapped in prosciutto, and then the pesto on the outside. It's so good. Alrighty, so the braised short ribs, which you promised not to share with me, but it's my show, so you have to share. I don't even need a knife. I just did this with a fork. Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Wow.
All right, so here's what I want you to do. I want you to come to Rosa's in Pismo Beach. It's right at the entrance, right by the weird clam out there. You can't miss it. And I want you to try at least one or two of these dishes. I double dog dare you to all to try the tuna carpaccio because even those that don't like that kind of stuff will walk away convinced it's the greatest thing they ever put in their mouth. For the full Taste Buds video on Rosa's Ristorante Italiano, please go to Central Coast Now TV.
I'm Amanda Richardson and I'm with Central Coast Now, and we're here at the Sculpterra Winery and Sculpture Garden with Dr. Frankel.
Welcome to our place.
Here we are in the Sculpture Garden with Dr. Frankel, and so one of my questions for you is, how did you incorporate art and wine together?
Well, I knew that art lovers loved wine and wine lovers loved art, and I always wanted to have a sculpture garden since I was 18 years old, actually. When I went to Europe as a student, I saw the beautiful sculptures in Europe and the sculpture garden, and I always felt that that would be great to have in the United States. And then 40 years later, here we are because I wanted to have art combined with wine, and we have art in terms of sculptures, we have art in terms of the gates that you just went through by master craftsman Bob Bentley. These statues were all made by John Jagger, who's a well-known, actually world-renowned sculptor, as you can see. We also have paintings inside by Leah Curry, a very well-known international artist, and then we have music. And so we try to put it all together and have people enjoy it in a beautiful setting. My wife just happens to be coming by on her horse, and there she is waving to us. That's good timing. In fact, that's really why we initially bought this land, because we wanted an area where we could ride our horses. And then once you get involved with land, the land becomes part of you, and you want to do something, you want to grow something. We started growing pistachios, and then after growing pistachios, we started growing grapes. And this area has really become world-renowned for grapes, and we have wonderful, phenomenal grapes. And then the logical sequence of events from growing really high-quality grapes was to produce wine. And then what really was nice is my son was interested in it, who was brought up on the land, and he went to Cal Poly for viticulture and enology, very interested in growing grapes and making wine. He loves it here. The land kind of becomes part of your soul, and we kind of feel that our wine reflects that. There's an earthy quality to it. When you come here and you experience this area with this little valley and these hills around, people from the city can come out here and enjoy it, and they can relax and taste the wine, which is a product of the land. And there's nothing like actually growing something, and I think everybody deep down inside has a desire to grow something.
Whether it be family or grapes or even art.
Absolutely, absolutely.
All right, well, what do you say we go inside and check out some great wines and your tasting room?
That'd be wonderful.
All right. Well, now we're in the tasting room, and I have one more question for you, is how does a doctor, successful as you are, get into winemaking?
Well, it's really interesting. There's a lot of doctors that are involved with wineries and vineyards. It's because taking care of vines and taking care of grapes is actually very similar to taking care of patients. The chemistry is the same, and you have to be careful and not over-treat them, and you have to be able to know the diseases, and you have to be able to know their needs. And the other thing that I really like about our winery is that part of the proceeds from our winery goes to a group that I founded called His Healing Hands. And we're a group of local doctors and nurses and medical people that go all over the world to help needy people. And we've been to Indonesia after the tsunami. We were in Pakistan after an earthquake. We may be going to Japan after this current earthquake. And we try to help other people. And anybody can come with us. They can go on our website, hishealinghands.com, and we take a lot of people. I've taken my children. I've taken my son, Paul, who's a winemaker now. I've taken my daughter, who actually now is a USC resident, so she's a doctor as well. Yeah, and we try to tie it all together in our family business.
Cheers.
Cheers.
The Cambria area is a great part of the Central Coast to stay for a getaway, and Monique and I have found a great place to relax, the 9 Iron Inn. And wait until you see the rooms. And right now we're going to actually introduce you to Michelle and her son and daughter. It's family owned and operated. Fun place to be.
This all started with my boss and his family in Porterville, California. They are cattle ranchers. And the 9 Iron you see on our sign is also a cattle brand. The 9 is very symbolic to the family. You see the circle, which is a cast iron skillet, a golf club as well.
The 9 Iron Inn has several choices of private rooms, but Mo and I decided to have Michelle show us their suite.
Isn't this gorgeous? Beautiful. Your sheets, your pillowcases, your towels, everything on site is bamboo. Not only is it organic, it's a renewable resource. All of our shampoos and conditioners are all 100% organic, and their packaging is all 100% recycled, and they're all 100% made right here in the United States.
Our second day at Cambria 9 Iron Inn starts off, of course, with breakfast. And not just any breakfast.
Everybody gets fresh fruit, everybody gets the bacon. The Danishes are provided locally. Alaco's Bakery makes those fresh every morning.
So glad we decided to have breakfast here instead of going to a restaurant. Right?
Absolutely.
This is great.
You will be hands-on with our children. My daughter will make you your cookies. My son, he's always out there working in the yard. We're very close, all of us. And so you experience that. You'll see, Aiden sitting at the table playing board games, with other guests. It's all part of the comfort. So when you come here, you don't really want to stay in the rooms all day long. You want to get out and play and just walk out here on the boardwalk, which stretches a little over a mile.
The whole concept of the inn is to give visitors the experience that will stay with them for a lifetime.
The concept, well, look right there. That's the concept. That's the reason there's dolphins in the water. See them? So there's binoculars in every single room so you don't miss these moments where the dolphins are right there jumping in the water. Every night, we get to sit here either outside or inside and watch that sunset. It's good for the soul.
For more information on the 9 Iron Inn, be sure to check out their website where you can take a tour of the rooms, get rate information, and learn about all the great things to do in Cambria. And be sure to check us out on Facebook.
If your winery is interested in being featured on Wine Down 101, please contact Noble Productions at marketing@centralcoastnow.tv